But just remember, when I be in these positions, when I be in these spots, I always start off the video. You asked for this. You accused me of something. You put out contracts and all, and I'm not calling no lawyer. I ain't. If I had to wake up one morning and say, okay, now it's time, I'll be your Huckleberry. Just remember. Oh, he went there? Just remember. It's not an idle threat.
Songs that I listen got a corny vibe with it. They all are die rappers get immortalized quickest. It's hard to ignore the times we born inside different. Can't even say their morals, how they normalize snitching. In the era I grew up, we respected the shooter. So weapons I use got a barrel the length of a ruler. They spreading up rumors, you buy them to death in your future. Get rid of the middleman and go direct to consumer. Knew that I'm wildin' now. Better be watching what's coming out your mouth. Wanted clout till you on the ground, surrounded around the crowd. And hear you breathing. Look the line, but you sound it out. Think they can't pronounce you dead, I made them sound it out. Know my music a global movement for soldiers, so I'm used to always looking over my shoulder. Only smoking you, load and shoot, flow gun smoke, so notable. Wrote until I'm quote unquote the most quotable.
And then when the judge see that this one has been threatening me and making verbal threats to me after the fact, I wouldn't go on again. They're gonna, bro. This could get so bad. Like what I kept saying to y'all all during this time, I said you're gonna lose everything playing with me. There is no conversations about ARP retiring until after Verb rap with him. Not when he rapped with Holly the first 4 times. It's pathetic that we got like how ARP. I wouldn't even want to stain my name like that. I would pay that nigga and get him out the way because you want to have this term of being so honorable. That's not honorable. You took his money. That's a lot of money. We playing with 6 figures. That's a lot of money, man. That is a lot of paper to be playing with, man. Holla St. Louis is on fire though, for sure. You doing that move, boy? You stole that with him against me. This, boy, these stories, the wormhole gets worse and worse every single time because you go back and you start listening. You like, man, just get a man his fucking money. After all this, you still gotta give it to me. So just imagine y'all if they didn't have to give me no money. They just imagine if Holla did not post it. They robbed me and they steady playing with my name. They could have did that forever. He posted it. It fucked the game up. But that's God just saying, I needed you to drop this ball. Y'all fucking with somebody for no reason, right? And then they get this, oh, I'm up, I'm so up. It's my money you're up with. I need to get that. That's why you're probably seeing lately he's been trying to clone my whole everything on the internet. Everything I do, he just can't do it. He's not me. He saw what it brought in. And then he switched his game plan. It just ain't work. It's just not gonna ever work like that for him because that's not who he is. You understand what I'm saying? If I want to look heavy and talk heavy, I can't be owing niggas no money. The money conversation is gone. The flexing. Y'all saw yesterday he tried to come over here and talk. 24 hours before that, I said, hey, um, you should probably apologize to my mama. He said, I ain't crossed no lines, is what he tweeted. Then 24 hours later, when this shit happens, he came over here and he wanted to talk. No, where's his money? Y'all notice I ain't screamed or nothing. Because it's like it's already here. You gotta give something. I ain't screamed. But here's the thing, y'all. Anybody here that's a part of law who've ever seen that? Wasting a judge's time is triggering for them. Very triggering, for sure. And then here's the thing. If they're coming off another situation with URL, that's 2 in a row, man. Wasting a judge's time is triggering anybody that ever had to deal with anything. What is in the black and white? Black and white says this. Okay, cool. Give him his money. Simple phrase. Holla said, get the lawyer. I'm not fucked up with it. Why would I? It's a blessing to take more. That's a blessing to take more. Because this is the thing y'all don't understand. It can start as a small fire, right? But then it can grow to a 5 alarm fire. You don't know how triggering this might be to a judge. Like, so y'all just not gonna pay him, and you do all this on the net. You just not gonna pay him. Get that man this much money. And then I say, damn, who knew I was gonna get that much? You had an option. And then niggas will be mad later off what they had to lose when all you had to do was the right thing. Just do the right thing and get that man his fucking money. How you gonna not give him his money? It's ridiculous. That's why I'm not even doing no arguing about what I feel like about them niggas. Oh, what I feel like about them is on pause. No, that's not important. The money that I'm gonna end up getting, I love these niggas now. That's the last part of. Oh no, that's not a problem. The point is, you don't know how much I'm gonna get. You think you could be able to. This is the thing with people, right? I don't want people to think that you can outsmart a system and you can't. It's too many documents on the internet, too much harassment, too much spitting on people's names, threatening. It's too much after asking him to do it again. The judge will look at it and say, so y'all got mad because he couldn't make no money with him again after not paying him the first time? Man, award that man $954,000. The judge is gonna go into the past. They're gonna see all Holla's violent crimes and threatening people and shit. They're gonna give me a bag regardless. It's the dumbest shit on the planet. It's right here. You gotta give it to him. Now this isn't a case where you sitting up here saying, "Oh, he hit me," or they did this to me. You gotta prove it. I don't gotta prove nothing. Contract says I owe them money. Let me get that. Because there's only one or two things in this whole story, right? One or two things in this whole story. It's either Hitman Holla is not a draw, and none of us ain't shit. None of us are draws. Because I know the numbers that ARP showed me. And Goods got the numbers that ARP showed me because he sent us the exact same video. He didn't talk to us about it. He sent us a video about what was made. That would be another red flag in court, for sure. Right? That's why I just let the game play. Just watch it. Just watch it. Let it play. Y'all think I didn't think about these things? No, I just had to wait until the right time came. It wasn't the right time. It's the right time now. It doesn't make sense. He contacted us with the business by sending a video. Hey, ARP and Holland, do y'all see how I'm only talking about this right here? I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit right now. Y'all, shit, we might be besties with the money I'm gonna get. Is you crazy? Why? I can add on everything now. I can add on countless, countless, countless things now. The man did not receive his money, man. Y'all, this whole culture saw me work around the clock with that A-War promotion. I even was doing spaces from the event outside, working, entertaining the people, keeping everybody engaged. There was no other person that did that through that whole run. That is Verb's money, man. So the hatred level got to be so high to the point where you're gonna say, "Man, we hate him, and I ain't giving no money." How can you sit next to a nigga from the out of town that hates me this much and takes my money, and you're a part of it with him, and you still ain't said I did nothing to you? Some evil shit, man. But St. Louis is hot though. That shit going all around the city. He did what? With a New York nigga? Yes, man. Yes. Dude, you got 3 months of promotion. You got all this time coming up before this move battle. I can talk every single day because it's in my contract. Why would you want people to look at you like that or y'all like that and be cool with it? But if somebody do something to y'all piss. If you call off a battle with ARP, he's inflamed. This is 6 figures of money you playing with, though. That's why I'm smiling about it. It's brilliant. At the end of the day, it's all gonna come back around to the real shit. At the end of the day, it'll never just stay one way. Black men doing this to black men, though. Black men. These are black men saying we don't like him. He make a lot of money for us. We don't like him. We gonna steal his money, ask him to do it again, and then if he don't, we gonna spit on his name. And Holla wanted to talk yesterday. I ain't said nothing. We ain't talking. The last time we had a conversation, period, was on Wax Show. What we talking for what? This is pathetic. It's horrible. It's distasteful. It's trifling. As a culture, where is Three Letterman ass at? Where Three Letterman? Where your cock blowing ass at? Why you ain't said nothing? You always got something to say about we should reach out and not. Where's his money? Three Letterman? Everybody here quiet. Everybody here, if you got a job or you work, they can just tell you I'm not paying you, and you cool with that. It's quiet. Y'all see how quiet it is now? It's like a chill in the streets because it's like, damn, yes. Oh, where all the bloggers that huddle up and y'all all friends and shit? Where's that money? Contract says, where is his money? It ain't no way I'm gonna walk around and be a front like a rich nigga and I owe a nigga some money I stole from. That ain't no flex, man. And I'm from the city. I ain't never stole nothing from that nigga a day in his life. But I'm from the city and you stole from me? Any of y'all that used to be around Hollow, y'all be around them from the city. You think it's impossible to think it's okay. It don't matter what y'all think because you got to pay it anyway. But for you to completely defy a contract and say, I'm not going to pay you, nigga. I'm not going to pay you and think it's okay. It's insanity. You're going to lose way more in the long run. I'm prepared for it. Like, yeah, let's get it. But then when you go through these systems and then the court decides, hey, this is way too much y'all done did to do, give him all this. The court will catch you. Look, this what it's showing y'all too, right? No matter all the things y'all think y'all hide in the shadows and secrets with each other, they will catch you. This guy's from Wildin' Out. He tells everybody how rich he is, and I'm jealous of him, but he stole some money from me. I'm jealous of him, but he stole money from me. Nance, come have a seat at this council, man. You're more than welcome to come sit down with us, man. Over here, we do real shit, man. We don't do that other. Why y'all think the other side of this game, right? It's been so much shit happening to those other side of the game. We do real shit over here, man. Soon as you can pay that man, right? You can just pay the man, get him out the way, and go right back to talking shit to him. Perfectly fine. The shit talking is on pause. Where is his money? Nez, if I got a contract to pay you $5,000 to show up and blog, and I don't give you the other half on the way back, what are you gonna say to me?
Oh, nah, it's done. Like,
Huh?
but if you don't give me the other half back, you already know, man. Nah, it's a
It's
wrap.
up, right? All right, yeah. Your phone sounds crazy too. It sounds like you loud in the background. But no, it's just think about that. Anybody here that right now getting ready to go to their job, picture a job you work hard on because your boss don't like you. He say he ain't paying you. That's what this is. There's no way. Like how do you describe that? If Holler don't get his money when he battle Mook, he's gonna flip tables, bust windows, scream, kick. I have not raised my voice one time because it's in contract. It's mine anyway. You're going to have to give it to me. If I know I was gonna steal this paper behind the back, guess what I would have did? I would have paid. I would have went to me and said, "Hey, bro, here go 80 ball. Let me get you out the way. I'm gonna give you something. Get out the way because I don't want the tag on me of I stole his money because this is now something that's gonna be stuck on you for a long time. For Holla, it is a terrible thing because I opened the door for that nigga. I put him on my stage. He wasn't around. He wasn't. Me and him wasn't even talking, and I opened my hand to him. Our city is looking at him fucking crazy. Not that he cares or nothing, because he don't care about that part of it. You know what I'm saying? But you robbed the nigga who opened the door with a nigga from out of town, who his shit wouldn't be what his shit is if I didn't open the door and I did his event first. That's why I told you I'd be a lot to these type of things. That's why it's like when you watch their responses, pay attention. Stay on this contract. Contract. Where's his money? How did Holla post that much money after you said it that we didn't hit the money? We didn't hit the number. We didn't get the money or whatever the fuck that was. How did he post it? And then we have him coming back on camera saying he made 100,000 that night. Okay, so let's do some math. Anybody in the chat? What is let's roughly say what is 15% of what is 15% of 456,000? Or 20%, because he's not gonna give Holler the same number that he gave me. That's his boy, right? That doesn't make sense. So let's just estimate and say 20%. He'll get 20% of the money, which is theoretically possible because 10% of 456,000 is 46,000 or something like that, right? If you give him 20% of that, then he would be making something like a little bit of 103, 104,000. Holler said he made 100,000. Okay, so this $356,000 that is left, I have 10% of the $356,000 off what Holler showed. I mean, off the 400,000. I'm sorry. So as of right now, based on what Holler has shown, they are in the hole with me about $46,000 on just Holler side. That is an argument.
Yeah, my fault, Verb. I was driving. My
Uh,
phone went to the car. Yo, that's what I want to say. Like, so ARP, I heard him say that, they don't owe you either. What's up with
well,
that?
you can't say they don't own me. See, when they respond to this or whatever they're gonna do, right? Here's the thing: the moment you go outside the contract lines, it's fishy. My argument has been right here in front of us. Look, hey, Nez, I ain't never shown a contract ever in battle rap. I don't never walk around and do that type of shit because I'd rather let you niggas think whatever the fuck y'all want to think. But then you'll run into people like Young Sir say, damn, bro, what the fuck is you driving? What is it? I don't even move like that because I come from the like that way. We don't do that, man. What you mean? Where I come from, a nigga can be up and he gonna ride around in the car with a dent in it because he wanna stay up. These niggas flash. That's on y'all. That's cool and all that. But my contract says you owe that man this money. So that means okay, so now we got to go deeper into theory, right? You can't be rich because if you're rich and you had to steal from somebody you hate who made y'all probably the most money that y'all made, that's jealousy and you're not rich. I ain't scream when they ain't on my money. I can take a year off from battle rap and kick my feet up. Hollis battling 3 times this year. Okay, so now we got to go into the theory. Okay, so is he rich? Because a rich man that got to steal money from this man is kind of crazy. It's not stealing money like if you doing an event and you pay a nigga 40,000 and you gonna go make 150 off of him. No, you're not contracted to. Like somebody asked me, out of all these years, right? What's worse? The worst thing is when you are the only reason why y'all have never saw me in my career promote like the A War. We got all the bloggers even saying that. You've never saw me do that ever in my entire career. This is the first time I'm in on a pay-per-view stream. So I took it up a notch to ensure that I walk away with about 130 or some shit like that. That's what I'm thinking we're gonna take home.
And
I've never done that.
yo, Verb, that's some real shit. I really be trying to stay out the way of that type of talk right there because you promoted the shit out of that. And for real, all the other events that you was talking about, why ARP was so excited for, he know where the fuck that other promotion came from, and not Hitman Holla either.
It's not the thing is people draw to me for that. And that don't mean that nobody's lesser, but they draw to me for that. It's proven. Okay, When he worked with Holla and did Cassidy, he did not say I gotta retire. I can retire. After me, oh, I can retire. Because yeah, he cleared this money. One, y'all are partners. Documented, said many times on camera. If he showed 456, how much do you have of it? Okay, let's add it together and give Verb his money. I don't understand why that would be a problem for some rich men. I'm not gonna ever sit up here in front of people and say I'm rich or I can do this or I can do that or look at me, my car is this, but you stole the money from your man's though. Nez, I can't come to your house and steal your Benz while you sleep and go put a wrap on it and then come back flexing down your block and say, yeah, look at me.
Hell no.
You stole the car, bro. What the fuck is we talking about? So that's a whole nother thing. The thing is this. The more people don't understand, the more I continue to speak on this because this is not something I'm trying to win. It's something I'm owed. Those are two different conversations. When you're trying to win a case, it's certain things you cannot do. I'm not trying to win a case. It's something I'm owed. It's mine. It's already mine. They're gonna have to give it to me anyway. We walk through the doors of the court. It is a high probability they're gonna come out of more money that they don't want to come out of, which is gonna make them more furious. So this is my theory of it. If Holla is rich and ARP is rich, because here's the thing, check it out. If Holla showed 456,000, there's no way possible ARP is going to have the same cut as him. No way. ARP's been running his company the whole time. There's no way they're doing a 50-50 split with him. So that means ARP's check probably was 700,000 if I got to guess. So if you add that together, now we're talking 1.1 million. How much money do you owe Verb? And the money they owe me would be so minor compared to the overall bag. They will only owe me like 115, $20,000 plus what I already made from them or whatever. So that means I'd have tapped out about 140. You still walked away with about what, 7, 8, or whatever you had to pay with it. That's the thing about this. The money that's owed to me is 10%, not 80%, not 40%, not 60%. If you got the money, this should not take this long. It should not take long. It's no way possible you put the ball in Verb hands where he can talk about this. No way. Y'all know my power of speaking. You know how much shit I draw. They know it because they hired me once, saw the numbers, and tried to do it again and got mad. Why would you let him keep talking like that? The more I talk, the more crazy it looks, the more power comes down. Because you stole from your mans, Holla. I ain't never stole nothing from you. You stole from your mans with a nigga from out of town, bro. I mean, we ain't gotta be cool, but just out of respect, nigga. I'm from the city. We wear the same hat, nigga. We walk the same corners, ate the same food. And he still ain't never said I did nothing to him. Even if I did do something to him on contract, you got to pay that man his money. You can't steal it. Even if I did do something, look, I could have did this, y'all. Check it out. After the A War battle, I could have went ballistic and got into a brawl with both of them niggas. They still would have had to pay me. You can't decide because you don't like him. I'm gonna steal his money. And then here's the thing that makes it worse for Holly, bro. You stole some money from me and you flexing like you rich on the nigga that you stole it from. I don't have conversations on the internet saying what a nigga don't have. He's telling me, he tell y'all what I don't have, and I do what I want every fucking day. I don't say nothing. I just be like, what is he talking about, man? He tell y'all what I'm not, or what everybody else ain't. Ain't none of us stole from nobody that we walked through the door with, though. None of us. Shit, I ain't stole no money from that nigga. I couldn't even, man. I told y'all he was guilty the other day the way he's acting. I said this don't make sense. He's guilty of something because it's weighing on you. If you know you did some shit like that, man, come on, bro, you can't function. Nez, if I know I stole your money, man, I can't sit in the car with you. I can't be cool with you because I robbed you. My guilt, us as humans, ourselves, the guilty conscience is going to bleed through our skin.
You said it the best yesterday when you said the nigga tried to jump on your spaces, man.
Yeah, see, that's a guilty sign. He ain't saying nothing to me.
Fact.
Yesterday, I said, the day before, I said, the day before he was tweeting, I ain't crossed no line. As soon as I went here, he ran to the spaces and wanted to talk. My first conversation with Holly would be on Twitter. Nigga, no. What are you talking about? No. No. So what changed? Guilt. Guilt. No matter what y'all think about me or what y'all think about that, the game, the line is drawn in the sand once you steal like 6 figures from a nigga. And not the fact you stole 6 figures and be political with the nigga, you still try to spit on his name. You flashed the money you stole from him. You flashed the money you stole from him and walking around like you ain't steal or walking around like you noble. You stole from a nigga that opened the door for you. I ain't never stole from you. I never will steal from you. Still to this day. Man, before I know I done stole some money from a bitch ass nigga, before I know I done stole some money from a nigga, man, I ain't gonna be walking around saying I stole some money from you. I can't even have that on my heart. Nigga, I don't fuck with him at all. You think I steal some money out of his car? No.
But
But
you
you
know what,
stole it
sir?
from
What I gotta say, you gotta ask the culture, what's the definition of rich to them? A nigga with just one house and 2 cars. I thought that was average for the average person that's living, you know what I'm saying,
I
different,
mean,
decent
hello.
middle class. He ain't got houses in like 2, 3 different states. You know what I mean? I don't see a nigga like, driving no Ferrari, no F, you know what I mean? He ain't rolling like that. I thought he
I,
had a spot in each coast and shit, east, west, you know what I'm saying? Something in the south, off the ocean.
hey, 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 Nez, not to even poke my chest out. I live in a couple cities. I don't even, you see what I'm saying? Like I don't even, that's what that is with him. But the fact of the matter is, everybody knows now that dude stole from me. How can you justify that? As a Hitman Hall of Fame, how can you justify stealing from this nigga that you walked through the door with? You hate him that much you stole his money from his family? And you said something about his mother laying on her back? You are really making it hot as hell, man. I told y'all he goes too far. He don't know how to stop. If I was his partner, if I'm ARP's partner, and this is Holla in this situation, first thing I'm gonna tell him, no, we paying him. I don't fuck with him, but fuck him. Give him his money. Get him out the way. We still have this. Get that nigga out the way. Because I don't want that nigga to ever come back around and say I owe him no money. How long did you think you was gonna get away from it? Then thanks to the great Enchanted, I just watched the video and Mook is complaining about the business practice and man. This is dark, man. This is dark. But you stole it from the nigga that opened the door for you to do what you want to do right now. I did not turn my back on Holla when I came back home from New York City. I made him a co-main event right with me, and he got rich dollars off the jump. Ice Pack was with us in New York. Remy was with us in New York. Gave it to Holla, and he stole from me with a nigga from New York. I got a family too. The fuck is you think this? You think your family's the only thing that matter? ARP, your family the only thing that matter? Give that man his money. You're gonna give him more anyway. It 100% don't make sense, man. And Hollis finna battle. He's about to get a back end of money. Or y'all thinking and seeing what's on the floor. Hollis about to battle. That means he's gonna receive a back end. That's coming up. You can't pick up your back end and you ain't paid this man his money. That's gonna be another problem. Trust me. How? Get that man his money. It's his. ARP went to the Super Bowl after I worked for them, not before. But all ARP pictures we got when he went on a shopping spree and was just busting the bag open. That was after I rapped for them, not before. So it's 100% foolproof that you have to give that man this money. 100% you have to give him his money. It's either you give him the money that he's owed, or you're going into a risky situation where you might have to come out way more than what you think. I ain't yell. This is great for me. You're going to either come out way more of what you think, or you're going to give that man what he's owed. If I'm a nigga with some money, like what Holla says he is, because look, y'all, for all y'all listening, how can Holla have money and he ain't paid this debt? Okay, so if he does have money and he not paying his debt, then he's stealing it. You're in a rock and a hard place all over the board because there's no justification for it. The contract says it's mine. No justification. You have no justification for the reasoning of why you do not want to give that man his money. It's his. He earned it. He worked for it. Not money that I won in a talent show. This is money I worked for. There is a, there is not a way on this board where you do not have to get that man his money. It's not a way on the board. It looks crazy. The tag on you is going to get louder and louder, and people are going to look at you crazy. Public perception is about to turn on y'all. It's turning now. I would have paid Verb and silenced him. If I'm look, this is the thing. Not to say I have any money or anything like that, but let's say, for instance, if this me, immediately pay that nigga, pay him, silence him. That's it. You don't want that to grow because you know you did something wrong. So instead of figuring out how I'm gonna cover up the wrong, or I'm gonna hide the wrong, or justify the wrong to the people, the contract says it's his. Just like when you sign on for a job and they say we're gonna pay you $20 an hour, they cannot pay you $6 an hour. They have to pay you $20 an hour. Some of y'all are getting up right now on the way to work. Picture them playing with six figures with me. How would you feel? Holly, you should probably really make this happen quickly because it looked quite. You know where we come from. You spit on my mother and you stole some money behind my back. You probably want to make that right very fast. But if not, so be it. But you got to understand what you did, young. You playing way too much and you doing it with a New York cap. You ain't even robbing me with another St. Louis nigga. You're watching shit happen to me that you want to happen to me with this nigga. And you are a St. Louis nigga. And he wouldn't have never met your ass if it wasn't for me. I did his first event and they make a mockery of it. I took a one round on his first event for like $1,800 and they make jokes about it. When ARP needed me to come battle gyms uh, in a money on the floor mission, they make jokes about it. Okay, well, let's not joke. Where's the rest of my money though? This is how black people do you. Black people will turn on you after they get what they want. Check this out. If they don't even know what kind of team I got put together, but they don't even know, I wouldn't even walk in blind. Because what if I take everything from y'all for real? There's a lot of things that went down with that. It started with you not paying them, and then the harassment. When a judge sits down and see all this shit, the harassment that this man has done to this man, threatened him, and after stealing his money, y'all done, man. Nothing you can do. Because then, okay, so what did he do to you? And then they're gonna look at your violent offenses, how you attack people and civilians, and you're a gangbanger. They're cracking down on that shit. What are y'all talking about? They're gonna dig into that deep and determine how much money you got to give me. Then it ain't the number. Then it ain't the 100,000 or whatever the fuck. Then it ain't that. But hey, but ARP, if you got love for Holly, you probably want to fix that because that don't look good. He done too much now. He's done way too much. Any nigga that'll still rock with him after you see him steal like that and do all that shit, you a fuck nigga. You thought I did something to him? No, he was doing something to me with his partner. And then to cover things up, it's a whole attack on me. Cover it up, make him look like this. You robbed me. That's disgusting and trifling, especially on Holly here, man. I met that little dude when he was 14. Used to pick him up, give him whatever the fuck he needed whenever he needed. And he robbed me in the end with a New York nigga. $100,000. And then it's worse because I said I would have battled him again and gave half the money to them. I'm still giving. He still said, man, hey, dude, he done told his draws around him, man. Ain't nobody looking at him as no boy. That shit is everywhere, all over Facebook. What you, boy? They stepping on you right now. That's because it ain't no getting around it. That's why you say, I why you hate me? What I do to you? Nothing. You did something to me, and you gotta cover it up. There's never answer nothing I did to him. But even if I did do something to him, you still gotta give me that 100,000 at least. And then here's another thing that Holland don't realize he done. I have about 11 clips of him saying he don't want Verb to get no money. I ain't never said that phrase. I don't want him to get no money. It's like 11 clips of him saying I don't want him to get no money. He can't get no money. This is ridiculous, y'all. You don't want me to get my money, but you tell everybody I stopped your money. You stole my money. I didn't stop no money from you. You stole my money and you tell everybody I stopped your money. You stole my money. I ain't stopped no money for no nigga. I don't care. When y'all listen to me talk, do I lead my conversation with money? No. I always got around and did whatever I wanted to do. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't lead my conversations with that. Holler leads his conversations with money and how much money he has and who don't have no money. Okay, so y'all want to give me my money now or not? I still give a black man an option. You gonna either make this shit right or you gonna lose more. It's just one or two things, man. Like it ain't no, because once you start putting like this, the thing, man, right? I could probably clean house on these things, right? Once you do that though, it's like that's permanently there though. You know what I'm saying? That's a permanent thing that you were sued for not paying this man his money. So y'all can steal with y'all families and make y'all families happy and steal off another man that you stole it from. ARP did not retire until Verb came and worked because Verb draws that money. If I got a percentage of the stream, I'm finna work overtime. If I don't, so be it. I got a percentage of the money that come through the door. I showed y'all that. I showed everybody in this culture that. Didn't I three Letterman? Since you always over there clapping and shit like that, didn't I three? I worked round the clock, because I got a percentage of the stream, not because I was getting paid. If y'all thought $30,000 was gonna get me to do all that shit, you're crazy. 30,000 is for me to write that and put it together. Gerald, they robbed me, man. It's pathetic, but it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? You say, damn. So you robbed the nigga, get mad because you can't use him again and spit on his name, go on a whole attack, threaten him, don't want no. What Holler don't realize is you asked the man to go on stage, he said no. The first thing you said was you're gonna pop up at my next battle with your people against me. So I don't make anybody else no money. That's insane. It's like, nah, stop that. They can't have no money out Verb. I ain't you niggas hoes, man. I had no interaction with ARP on stage from 2018 to 2023. Then when Verb come, ARP can retire. ARP goes to the Super Bowl. He went on a shopping spree for a while. Him and Holler flashed 456,000. Bro, this is a dark case, man. Just get a man. It's in your best interest to get that man his money. Any legal person will advise you. You might want to get that man his money.
Yo, and the sad part is he did, bro. He hated on mad St. Louis niggas. You, Byron, B Magic. Like, I don't know how niggas don't see it, bro. Like,
Well, they see it now, though, niggas. They definitely see it now. You see it. You see it. Like you can't walk around in front of niggas with money that you stole from a nigga who made you the money.
and
You
that's
would
a
have got
fact.
away with it.
All y'all
Yeah,
niggas don't make that nigga money, man. For real.
yeah, but that you can't you cannot front on niggas with your money and you stole some money from that nigga who made the money. I made that money. I worked around the clock. Nobody else did. I worked around the clock for that money. Woke up in the morning, I was on a time schedule. It also it puts more added stress on you. It fucks with your sleep. My rest pattern, y'all didn't know what I was going through. I still got to function like this. I got up in the morning, I did YouTube spaces, I kept everybody making money, interviews, and still, Nez, I got off that phone on time. And Three Letterman got a clip where he said, I ain't gonna lie, he'll say, I got to get off this phone. I would get off the phone and go train. So mentally, you putting a lot on a nigga to say you're not gonna give him his money. And Holla, you knew the whole time, and you cool with it because you don't like me? Because I beat you on stage? The nigga I walked through the door stabbed me in the back. If this was him, he would be on level 10 rage, and we know that, right, Nez? If this was him, let's say Verb didn't give him 100,000. What is he doing right now?
Oh, that nigga be going ballistic and having all the media niggas, which he be doing already, calling them up.
Yes,
And
he
yo, I
does.
need y'all to do this.
Hey,
Oh, I got the proof.
bro,
Oh yeah, I know what's up.
send it to me. Well, no, I ain't gonna use it. No, don't send it to me. Don't send it to me. Because
I definitely let you check it out. But yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah, I know what's really
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
all you media niggas that jump in bed with him and then take command and let him create a storm how he want to create it. Guess who finna get that money though? He ain't gonna break no more bread with you. That's mine. I ain't never asked media niggas to stand with me. I don't call y'all and ask for favor. I'm a machine on my own. When a soldier, chrome arm kill niggas, remember no one. That's a hell of a nigga. I don't need y'all hand claps. I don't go to your I don't need you niggas. He needs y'all because he called you. I need you to help me do this. Don't post him. Don't do that. Change the title of this. That's cool. They still gotta come up out that money. He did it to me, he'll do it to anybody. You don't do that to the nigga that opened the door for you, dude. And you still can't say he did nothing to you. How the fuck if I do business with your guy?
Yo, Verb,
I
check
do
that out.
business.
I sent you.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. How do I do business with your guy and you rob me with him? And then look, y'all, he came back to me. When I said no, he went ballistic.